Welcome to Texas Honda Channel. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. So in a video previous to this one, I turboed this Civic with the turbo kit from the orange car, which if you don't remember or are not familiar with that, there will be playlists where you can watch the 30 pounds of boost being put on this car and go into the dyno and stuff. So this one's now supercharged, but I'll go over all of that for the people who aren't caught up at the later half of this video. But in this video, what we're going to be doing is putting these ones right here from the hatch. We'll be putting them on here because the ones on here are just poopy and I just want to replace them. This engine is trashed, it's junk. It's not just running rich, but it has oil burn issues, which I'll put a little clip here of. Definitely oil burn. Flowing compression through the valve cover along with the oil dipstick. So those rings are shot. It has a new head gasket and everything, so it's not head. But that smoke just lingers and it smells like burnt oil. As you can see, it was definitely blowing by through the piston rings. It has a new head gasket and everything's good on that. And it just smokes really bad. The rings are shot, it's starting to make a ticking noise. But that's how I bought the car, so it is what it is. I haven't got out and beat on it or anything like that. The turbo is just on there, not tuned yet or anything like that. We're basically going to take these upper control arms. We don't have to take the wheel off for this. It's pretty simple. You got a 17mm bolt here and two 14mm bolts. One up here and one back there by the battery. So we'll take both of those bolts off. Put these ones on. They're already adjusted, so I don't have to make any adjustments, but I could adjust it if I wanted to, but I'm not into the whole camber gang thing. So I'm just gonna put them on here just to get rid of these old junky ones, and yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, so passenger side one is done. I do need to put a cotter pin in still. I have to go buy some. I can't find any. But yeah, this one's solid, ready to go. The car won't be driving right now anyway, so I can wait on that. But I'm going to go pull the other one off of the driver's side of that car. Alright, so I was putting these control arms on, and Michaela came by.
Hello.
This is her Del Sol. We just hooked up a push button start in it. It's a pretty quick little Del Sol. She's got a lot of plans for it. I'm sure you'll see it, her and this on the channel more because, well, she has Honda and yeah, because Texas Honda.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to show you the push button start. It's pretty cool how we have it set up. So no one can steal this car because, you know, that's an important thing. So it's hidden right now. And that's the push button start. Went right where the cigarette lighter was at. So do the key. Nothing happens. Tripod fell over. But if we just push this button here, it starts right up. So you use the key to shut it off, just like normal. Turn it on. Just like that. So I just wanted to show you that. It's pretty cool. Basically just ran a power wire and the signal wire. One to the starter, one to the battery, and that's it. Pretty simple. I'll probably do an in-depth video of that sometime, but she just came over to get that fixed because she was having starter issues, and I think it's cooler with the push button start anyways. And
it is pretty cool and more convenient.
Yeah, definitely. And she got solid mounts in here and pretty good little setup she's got right here. But I don't know if you guys remember, a while back I actually had her dad's Integra on the channel. It was on the dyno at AGN. So yeah, that's how we know each other through her dad. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what I was doing off camera. But I got this one off the other car, so I'm about to put it on the driver's side. Same method, just remove the two 14 bolts and then the 17, swap it over. It might need adjustments. As you can see, it is adjusted. Might need adjustments on both sides after it's all on the ground, but we'll see exactly where it sits. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with that. All right, so me and Michaela were doing some catching up, so it took a little longer than expected. It's getting a little darker now. Be sure to give a big like for Michaela and her awesome Del Sol. And if you guys were wondering, she did do the work herself. Swapped out the D15 that was in this car. I got it from her. So that D15, she swapped out and put the B series in. So you got to give it up for Michaela. She's pretty awesome. So definitely hit the like button. But we're going to go ahead and put the upper control arm in, and then we'll go from there. So we got the upper control arm swapped over. Everything's good. This one does have a little negative camber. This one has some positive camber, but it's not too big of a deal. Michaela actually works at a tire place, so I'll probably just get it aligned where she works. But yeah, so we got that switched over. The rear struts on here were horrible. They had like rusted coil boosters on it. So I ended up swapping the entire strut and lower control arms over. I will be going with polyurethane aftermarket lower control arms with lower control arm bushings in aftermarket lower control arms, and putting aftermarket lower control arm bushings up front to make everything stiff and solid. Now I do have these polyurethane front sway bar end links, and they will be going on this car. I will be getting a set for that car. They will be going on this car just to stiffen it up a little bit more because they're just old, and I figured why not replace them. Those came off of the hatch as well. So we've got the suspension from the hatch switched over. Took all the bad stuff off here, put it on there because that hatch is going to the crusher. I have tried to get it sold. I even dropped the price to $50. No one wanted to come get it. They wanted me to deliver it, and just the U-Haul dolly by itself is $58 to rent. So I would be losing money. But I've gotten well over $500 worth of parts off of it. I ended up taking the wiper arms and the entire black piece off of the hatch as well. The windows that are on here now are tinted up front. I have the other one in the back seat for the driver's side. That one's not rolling up or down right now, so the motor's probably shot, or it's a fuse. I haven't really looked into it, but the front will have tinted windows now thanks to the hatch. We have good suspension now thanks to the hatch. The only thing really left that worries me is the inner and outer tie rod ends. These wheels both wobble like this whenever lifted up in the air. It's not wheel hubs, or I would have taken those. So that's basically what's going on with the hatch. The hatch is just basically a parts car now because of the front end damage being so bad that I just didn't want to mess with it. I'm not into the whole body frame straightening stuff, so I just don't want to mess with it. So we're building this one. We have the supercharged ice cold AC daily, really reliable, instant power. I'll put a little clip here that I did just rolling it in second gear at 40 miles an hour. So that was just taking second gear all the way up to third gear and letting off. This thing definitely has some power, and it does run really good, and that instant torque is incredible. But this setup will be a lot faster than this one once we get everything where we want it. It's definitely coming along pretty quickly. I've been trying to stay busy. That's one of my things I like to do. I can't stand doing nothing, so been working as much as I can on this. Funds are super tight right now, so I'm basically just doing all the free things, the things I can do that are free or super cheap for the time being. But once payday hits, this will be getting a windshield. As you can see, it's cracked. And then this will go to the track as soon as the tracks are open. I don't know if they may already be open around. I just haven't checked because the windshield's cracked and I know it won't pass inspection. So we got some plans. Definitely going to make some power out of both of the cars. I mean, this one shooting for about 250 in its final overall form with the daily setup. I don't want to take this Y8 out. It's a good stock engine that runs good. And the AC is cold. So we're just going to swap the pulley out eventually, get a 12 PSI pulley and a new Honda map sensor, which if you're wondering why this isn't hooked up, it's because the map sensor is relocated over here so it can see positive boost pressure, because this can't see the boost pressure that's going into the engine since the supercharger is just pushing it right in. It doesn't build up over here. This one would be used if I had the turbo set up with the supercharger, but I just don't want to do all that. I mean, it would be really cool, don't get me wrong, I just don't want to. But yeah, I mean, we're getting somewhere. I like how it's turning out. And next is going to be to sand this entire thing down again, except for the engine bay. That'll be getting plasticed up. Sand it all down and prime it panel by panel and take my time doing as much body work as I can, even though I hate body work and suck at it. And we're going to make this thing super nice. It's going to be called Willow when we're done, because it'll be willow green with the red engine bay. And I think Willow's a good name. It'll fit it. I've never really named one of my projects except for like orange peel or something. But yeah, I think it looks cool. It's going to be pretty fun. And I'm just happy to have you guys here with me as I go through the process. So if you guys liked this video, definitely please hit the like button. It does help the channel a lot. And stay tuned because we will have more of both of these cars. A lot more work to be done. And we'll have Michaela's car and a few other Hondas on the channel. So definitely stay tuned. Might even do an interview on Panda and Michaela here soon and ask them about their setup. So if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, definitely hit the like button. Drop a comment below. I like seeing what you guys have to say. And as always, God bless. Stay safe. Stay awesome. I'll see you in the next one.